Hi.
Good to meet you.
Same here.
Yes.
Tumi.
Okay.
This is our entrepreneur,
Okay.
Yeah, you know his name right by now.
Yes.
Yes. This is your mentor. Mentorship, to assist young people in business and young entrepreneurs. I will catch up with you guys later.
Okay.
All the best. Have fun.
See you later. Okay, Dad. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Sure. Okay, so Ntate, ke utla gore o na le dikoloi, I can more transporting.
Yes.
O na le dikoloi tse 4.
Yes.
So do you want to show me around and where are they? Where
2 of the cars are out, but I've got 2 available.
Okay.
There's one over there.
Right.
And this one, we can walk to this one.
Okay, let me have a look and see gore it kenya batho ba bakae and they're actually looking very good.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is a 7-seater.
7-seater.
Yeah. Then the other 2 that are out, the 13-seater and a 3-seater.
Oh.
This is my workstation.
That's your workstation.
Yeah.
So this is a residence. You have your client. You have people coming in to.
Fortunately, the type of business that I do, you don't really need people walking in.
That is true. So they
you
go to them instead.
Sure.
Okay. All right. And so this is where you have your laptop and everything else here.
Printer, phones. And I've got a backup on over there at the back.
Interesting. So when people call you, what do you do? Because I see, of course, when you work alone.
I can take a seat.
Thank you very much. You go through.
Right.
When you work alone, you really don't have a receptionist, especially when you have to go and look into other situations or other clients, etc. Then who handles the calls?
You can move along with your office.
Okay.
iPad, cell phone. That's all you need to be able to. Yeah.
Okay. My first impressions of AB when I met him was that he's a very, very interesting character. First of all, he's very set in his ways. Now, tell me how do you operate your business right now? So this is a transport? Is that what you call it? Transport business?
The direction that I took, I ended up settling in the transport side of the business. But overall, I've got transport events.
Now, when you say transport,
passenger transport.
The passengers are
okay, the breakdown on the transport. I have a corporate transport that I'm doing and tours.
Okay, so kiba tubayanga, you said it's late at night or early in the morning?
Meetings between offices. And also transfers from airport to anywhere.
Airport transfers, meetings.
Yeah.
What about Babatwang late masiho?
No, I don't do that.
Okay, is there a reason for that?
Yes. The move that I decided to take was I'm going to focus on a niche market.
What is your niche?
The niche market is office bearers who are going on about the business in between.
Professional type of
people. Yeah.
So, the challenges are that.
The challenges. I want to grow. One of the constraints is staff personnel, the driver. So the screening process or identifying the right people for the job, it's a bit of a challenge at the moment.
What is so challenging? You needing what? What is your requirement? A driver. How many? I mean, really now. You want to tell me how to job you're a driver?
No, there is a lot of drivers.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
Like I said, that I'm selling a service more than you getting into a vehicle.
Yes.
To the meeting.
Yeah.
The person must understand the business side of things, in a sense that he must understand what we're doing. Two, he must have a passion for what we're doing. And thirdly, it must be a convenient person who can be able to respond quickly to any request.
He's a perfectionist, so he believes, I think he has it in him that nobody is gonna be a better driver than he is. you are not going to find a fully fledged driver or it's in your business, etc., etc., etc. But you will find people with the right attitude or the wrong attitude. So once you create a right attitude, you have to train them. Okay? Because the fact that a right attitude, it means this person is what? Is open to learning.
She's well clued up, and I think she's very instrumental in assisting small business like us.
I noticed some of the challenge on Leona is planning and all of that. Clearly I can see that planning is an issue, because if you're calling us in the morning, when now you have to be somewhere at a certain time and we have scheduled, you know, there's a planning issue somewhere. You understand? Yeah. That is totally unacceptable. You know, you don't run a business like that. Moreover, when it involves a whole lot of other people, because time is money. The level that she was on was slightly higher than what I expected. Contracts and collections, what's up with that?
Okay. At the moment, I would say I operate on a mutual understanding. I don't have concrete contracts in place where I could say client A or B or C, we've got a contract where I know that this is the the agreement between me and the client. We do business up to this level.
That is very risky.
That's highly possible.
That is very risky, okay? I just, you know, picked up the fact that he's a little disorganized. If somebody are how fit go hayo or cancel, you have no recourse. Or spending the petrol when saying how are you gonna get the money back? You understand? So and the contract is have to be such that ukreya certain amount upfront. Because firstly, onale petrol adur. Renality toll gates, okay, and all these other things. So turn to patale more, to turn it to waiting. So how spend or winter service how else are you gonna get your money? Everybody has terms and conditions, and I was saying, well, have your own terms and conditions. I may switch and change that, but it's gonna cost you, or it's gonna do this.
What normally happens is I'll take one of the traveling agencies that I deal with. They'll request a booking, then I'll give them the estimate, then they'll send me some sort of a PO. So under those circumstances, it works as a contract.
The purpose of a PO is for you to be able to be paid. That's all it says. You don't seem to be convinced.
No, I'm not convinced.
Why?
I'm not convinced in the sense of one, I communicate with clients via emails. Whatever we communicate via email, as long as it's written in black and white, it can be used as a contract.
But why do you have a problem of taking that's on email and just putting it on a pager? Why do you have a problem with that? And making it formal?
My problem with that is there's extra admin work.
That is part of business, eh? That is part of business.
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is, how much time do you need to do that?
What do you mean, how much time? How much time do you need to send an email? If I'm giving you advice, but then you're going to justify why you don't want a contract, but you're putting the challenge as a challenge, so what am I doing?
I think we might be confusing a contract that is binding in terms of payment and a contract that is binding in terms of operations.
The unreasonable clients, tell me about that.
You agree on an activity, and when you get there, the scope of work changes. Yeah.
My point exactly. Do you see why it's important for you to have the contract? Because you actually covering yourself from this whole thing. All of a sudden have changed a couple of whatever about hey he changed because usainile email so the first one is to move you. I said it's overdue. You are way overdue as a driver. Okay. So there are 3 tasks that I need to give to you with immediate effect. And the first one...
Do I need to write this down?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Let me grab something to write with.
Sure.
Cool stuff.
All right. Challenges. Challenge number 1. With all your documentation, I realized that your tax clearance just expired a week ago.
Sure.
Yeah, so you need to renew that. Okay. You know what to do to renew that. Okay. Do you have an accountant who can do that?
Yeah.
So you don't have to, and this is gonna require what? Just a phone call.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually just take that as a tiny little thing on the side. So it's really not your major task. It's a tiny little thing you gotta do. Phone call to your accountant. Okay. So the first one is to move you. I said it's overdue. You are way overdue as a driver. Okay. You need to start. So which means you have to start where? Looking for somebody.
I need to get a driver to take over from what I'm currently doing. So I need to interview someone.
He's a CEO and a driver at the same time, which I really, really don't agree with. He needs to go and interview a driver so that he can hand over and he can then focus on the strategic aspect of the business. Where am I taking the business? The second one of completing, working towards completing your marketing stuff so that you can get out there once the driver is on board and start really packaging your business the way you and running like a CEO and a marketer and a business development, whatever.
So renewing tax clearance is no longer...
No, that's not enough. I mean, really. How long is it? A minute. Don't be lazy. Right now, his focus is simply, he gets business through word of mouth. Which is fine, nothing wrong with that. But if people don't know you, they can't discuss you.
I need to finish up the marketing, actually it's a business profile and website. I need to get the process started.
The third one, look at a sort of a memorandum of understanding for that clientele I was talking about. The longer, you can search, you can just get a sample of what is out there in terms of memorandum of understanding in this kind of industry.
Lastly, I need to do a contract, generate a generic contract. Yeah, those are my tasks for the day.
These have to be completed by tomorrow. You have a day to do that, basically.
Not a problem.
The tasks are doable in a day, in a sense that I've got the capability.
All the best. See you at the next session. Alrighty.
Thank you so much
for your input.
It's been good.
It's a pleasure.